So for me, my CEOs are usually extremely successful, heads of multi-billion-dollar organizations. They're good people at heart, but they just scare the bejesus out of people.
Yep. We had to have a plan that was excellent enough that it would be accepted at a top 20 university. That means we had to use professional people, we had to use evidence-based techniques, and possibly most importantly, we had to measure our outcomes so that we knew we weren't just entertaining students, but that we were developing them.
We are living in a very interesting times, and we also know that coaching can change lives for individuals, for organizations, for societies.
Research tells us that several components make a difference. One of these is the ability of the coach to build and manage an effective relationship with their client. For me, this means the most successful coaches have high levels of emotional intelligence.
Most people, they dream about launching something, but this possibility of failure holds them back.
Typically, the first problem that somebody comes to you with isn't the real problem. It's the first thing that's come to mind, it's a symptom, it's their best guess, but almost never is the thing when they say, this is what I'm struggling with, that's almost never the real thing.
Estando en Guatemala, antes del viaje a Guatemala, compro un libro, Liderazgo al Máximo, y llevo conmigo. Lo que yo viví en Guatemala fue una semana en donde yo personalmente me transformé. Yo fui a enseñar a otros, yo fui a entrenar a otros, pero la gente a mí me enseñó más de lo que yo podía haberles enseñado a ellos.
Perhaps the biggest lesson I've seen, that had the opportunity to work with companies reinventing themselves that have had to go through massive change, and then companies coming out of nowhere, the disruptors themselves. And what they all have in common is that they choose to lead the change, that the only solution you have is to drive the change before you run over it.
So I think what works for me as a kind of small and upbeat person is they let me confront them. But the biggest thing is, I find, is you have to care about them. And you don't really care about them first, and I really see that with you.
Much of our research shows that students who don't work on their development as leaders are no better when they graduate than the day they walked in the door. And no company wants to hire a college graduate with high school level leadership skill.
As we well know, coaching really supports the development of leaders in today's world.
With so many training organisations, books and claims, it can be hard for coaches to know who offers the best advice.
If things aren't going from A to B to C to D, and assumptions are shifting, we're going from a linear thinking to an ecosystem mindset.
There's a pattern of behavior that we need to shift. Leaders of the past were very good at going, look, I've got the knowledge, I'm going to download that to you and it'll cascade down the organization. That just doesn't work anymore.
Cuando el presidente iba saliendo del evento, guardaespaldas, guardias, gente, no sé cómo sucedió, pero pude pararme enfrente a él, atajarle por 2 minutos y decirle, esto es para usted, como paraguaya desearle éxitos, no me falle.
Nobody's immune from this transformation, or what they used to call disruption, too, that somebody's going to come up and bite those ankles of yours, and you have to change quickly.